this is exactly the same as how I started the front cross, right? Same position. So I'm going to wait for him to watch me. Okay. So I throw it on an angle because that executes. I want him to be sure he's on that lead. I don't throw it forward. I want him to go off in that direction. And you have forward motion at the same time. Was that clear about how he turned his head? So he learns every time I go behind him, he has to go in that direction without a spin. Okay, so he knows this quite well, right? So he can go in either direction. Let's it up, bring it here. Good boy. So you work on both sides. You'll find there's a lot of dogs that turn one way better than the other. A lot of dogs that are right paw or left. He's pretty ambidextrous, which I'm lucky. I did have a dog that really struggled with the left turn. So you'll find that there are some dogs, although having said that, when I put it into my shadow handling, he was turning, he's left paw, he was turning left 2 months before he would turn right in the shadow handling, because it took him that much longer. So don't despair if your dog turns better in one direction than the other. You just be patient, they'll get it. So once they can do that from a standstill, then you want to put a little bit of motion on it. So there's a little bit more to this one than the front cross, which is pretty basic. Front crosses are good. So now you want to put it a little bit of motion. But in order to do a little bit of motion, they have to understand to go ahead of you. If they aren't ahead of you, you cannot do it. So they have to have a cue. So in your shadow handling, I teach a go. So as I'm running with my dog, I will take, just wait, I'll take a step with my arm and my leg, and I'll say go and throw the toy. So they learn that go means move ahead. And I do that separately from the rear cross, because it's funny what we learn when we teach our dogs. When I taught Harley rear crosses this way, I didn't do it go separately. I sort of incorporated the go at the same time as the rear cross. He learned go meant a rear cross. It only took about 2 or 3 training sessions. Every time I said go, he did a rear cross. He flipped the other way, and I went, whoa, what did I teach my dog? So he told me I had sort of made a boo-boo. So I taught go separately. So he understands if I say go, it means run forward, and then I can do my rear cross. So you have to have the dog moving ahead of you with a go before you can implement the rear cross. So I'll just show you kind of a little bit of that. Wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have him move forward. I'm going to send him ahead, and then I'm going to put some motion on it. Okay. Go. Come here. Right. So if it doesn't work, just do it again. Okay, go. So I crossed behind him and he turned in the right way. Come here, honey. Right. So we'll try it on the other side. Wait. Okay, go. The reward was late because he's looking at the jump, so I'm going to go do it in a different direction. That wasn't really a rear cross. He just directed himself to the jump. That was not indicative of what it should look like. Let's go this way. Wait. So that's the one. That's where I was going. Wait. Okay. Go. So I cross behind him, and he turns the way I'm going. And he's really good at that.